Hi there, friends, and welcome to the FLAX New York City showroom. I'm Kate. I'm joined by Julie. We're here to present something a little bit different this year. Not only are we offering our classic bold collection, which, as you may or may not know, beautiful solid white and black, joined by really bright, bold, beautiful colors. Nice, vibrant pop of color after you get out of winter and fall that we're all ready for spring all through the summer. What's going to be a little bit different is that now we have a sister collection to really enhance your bold grouping. So on top of those beautiful solid colors, we're also offering this really bright, bold stripe in a broad stripe. It's kind of a melange texture, so it's a little bit softer, a little bit beefier, but it's a beautiful yarn dye weave. So what that means is that we take different color threads and we hand choose them to weave together so that the end result is going to have a lot of depth, a lot of richness, and really kind of add a sophisticated look to some of the more playful, youthful styles in our bold collection. So with that bold stripe, we also have our straight yarn dye. And if you are familiar with FLAX, you know that no one does linen yarn dyes quite like we do. That is one thing we're happy to brag about because we really truly do a great job with these. So you'll see you've got your classic white, you've got your solid colors, and then these two beautiful textures that work together. So your solids are going to make up your bold collection, and then these textures are going to make up your bold affinity. So full disclosure, this is a big grouping. So we like to show them together because they are made to mix and match, but there's a lot of ground to cover. So bear with us, make a cup of tea, get comfy as we present your bold and bold affinity. Julie, go ahead and get us started with dark teal.
Yeah, absolutely. So your dark teal, which is going to be your solid linen colorway, is going to be one of 3 of your fashion colors that we offer in addition to the white and black and bold. So dark teal just looks gorgeous here. This is really the epitome of summer. Who doesn't love the blues and the whites? When it comes to the styling details we have up here, we have some brand new favorites and some tried and true. So it really makes for an awesome eclectic collection when you mix it all together. So I'm just gonna start with the tee. We always love our short sleeve tee options. This is gonna be your RSVP tee. So if you go back to our Core Companions video, we had that gorgeous RSVP tank, which had that nice detail stemming from the top shoulder seam. Now we just provide a nice short sleeve there, but we maintain that center seam in front. So here we took a style that could be quite sophisticated, but then we put that little sleeve on it, and now you just have a great V-neck option and a short sleeve. In terms of our pullover options, we switch over to our back slit tee. So this back slit tee,
I can help and
yeah, absolutely. So the back slit tee here is going to come in your affinity group, which is going to be comprised of your yarn dye fabrics, which is 3 yarn dye fabrics, as well as this awesome stripe fabric. Thanks for bringing that out. So you have this yarn dye, a nice muted tone, and then the stripe, the wide stripe fabric. Again, this awesome melange, which has been one of my favorite fabrics that FLAX has ever done. I'm so happy we have it in this fun stripe. This is going to have a drop shoulder seam, short sleeve option, nice higher neckline. Now, again, this is meant to be super wide and oversized. I'm going to get a little bit closer here. You can see this back slit detail right here. It's cut on the diagonal. No need to wear anything under this style. It stays shut. We have done it in the past. It's a great option in a pullover. That is your back slit tee. And then another pullover we have is a brand new tunic. This is our Peplum Tunic. So 3/4 sleeve option, which is great to bring in 3/4 sleeves. And now we give it a tunic length. So we have some of this fun detail with this like wider ruffle on bottom, gentle gathers. Kate is also wearing this. So again, it's not going to hit empire, it's not going to hit in the middle, but you really have this upsloping, super flattering tunic shape in this new body called our Peplum Tunic. So your Peplum Tunic is going to be in bold with your solid color options. And then our 2 dresses, we have 2 here, our Happy Gathers dress. I'll say it all day long. We love a 3/4 sleeve dresses. There is tons to choose from, but now you get these great bold colorways, solid. 3/4 sleeve dress, it is going to be a shorter option, so going to sit right at your knee. We've got pockets in the side seam, but the fun of this dress really happens when you go in the back and you have your happy gathers. So nice little seaming detail here, gentle gather, so it's going to sit away from your body. This is your happy gathers in the dark teal. And Kate has our second dress option, which we've layered up back to Affinity.
So here in the yarn dye, we have what we call the Tahira Dress. This dress is as beautiful as its namesake. It's got a lot of fun details, really makes it very wearable. So there's this beautiful banding collar detail around the edge, a soft V neckline here with this little notch. But really what's fun about this dress is the deep hem with the slit. So it's an A-line shift dress. It does have side seam pockets. For people that are looking sort of for the dressed up slipster kind of element,
yes.
This is a great option. And so here, this is available only in our yarn dye. And as you can see, one of the ways we really like to wear it is with what we call the Harmony jacket. Now, the Harmony jacket really kind of no frills, but does so much. So it doesn't have any closure. It just kind of drapes beautifully. It's a 3/4 length sleeve. This version is done in the broad stripe. We also offer it in the yarn dye that we'll see in other colorways throughout the presentation. But just a really easy, sophisticated, artistic kind of style that's just you throw on and you go. So when you need to cover your shoulders, this is a great option.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have a beautiful color palette to get you started with your bold collection. What we love about the bold mixed with the affinity is the endless options to create monochromatic looks, whether it be head to toe yarn dye from Affinity, or you create a head to toe solid color look and then bring in a pop of the stripe. It's just a really, really fun group with all of these colors. So we're going to explore two of our other colorway options, again, keeping it back to those black and white options, and then a fun sand stripe to come up next.
Okay, so now we're getting a good look at our koi color with the koi yarn dye and the koi stripe, as well as our sand stripe option. So sand stripe is really beautiful. It looks great. Kind of to tone down some of the beautiful brights that we've got in bold and affinity. Obviously, it's going to always look great back with white. And then we've got our natural flood that we pulled in just so you can kind of see how nicely that ties back to this collection as well, or these two collections as well. So for additional styles that we're getting our first look at, we have the Café Dress. So this is another one that I think several of us probably have on our wish list already for, those of us who have to be patient for our FLAX. It's a nice kind of tea length. It's got this scalloped hem at the bottom. Of course, it has pockets, a little bit of a cap sleeve, little of the banding at the collar. It does have functional button placket down the front. And then really what makes this a really special style are all the little gathering details. So you've got this yoke here at the shoulder, and then you've got gentle gathers here, and then that gets mimicked through the back. So it looks quite full on the hanger. When on the body, it's just so flattering. It's very easy. It's a great dress that you can really kind of dress up, dress down. I've even worn this trucking around New York City in sneakers. So really excited for this dress to hit the stores and our website to see if you all agree.
Yeah, it's definitely been sparking some interest at the trade shows. This group in particular, walking by our booth and our displays, these stripes in this color palette is really what is bringing the stores and the buyers in for you at the consumer level. So that's always really exciting for us to see. Getting into some additional sleeveless tops, we have our Jasmine Tank. So I'm going to go over here for a hot second.
I did button you up, sorry.
Well, I'm wearing the Jasmine Tank. Yeah, I did just layer it with a cute cardigan, but the Jasmine Tank is going to come again in your solid, bold colorways. I am wearing the koi, and then we have this scoop neck detail here, great length. The front of this is cut on the bias. So when you're looking at me wearing this body, you can see that it kind of has this flow in front, and then you keep it nice and straight in back. There's my microphone. But that's really nice because, again, it's giving you some shape throughout this sleeveless option. So really happy to have your Jasmine Tank in this. We've layered the cute cardigan, which again will appear in your bold collection with just your solid tones. Cute cardigan is always the easiest cardigan to go to when you just want to layer, cover your arms, whether you're in the car or, you know, running into a restaurant or a grocery market. It's at a great price point, and time after time, our customers are still buying this in all of the fun colors that we offer it in. When you get into the stripes over here, we've already taken a look at that back slit tee, but now we've brought in natural. So we've always told you just how important those neutral tones from core are going to be. So you're gonna see that sand stripe from the Affinity collection. It goes so nice back to the natural from core and core companions. So I always tell the stores to keep that in mind, but at Shop FLAX, it's so important to know that that capsule wardrobe is extending into this beautiful color palette.
Yeah.
Going into our bottoms, Kate is wearing our Amelia Pant, but I'm actually gonna highlight the panel pant.
Yes.
The shorter one. I want to highlight the shorter one because I am wearing a full length one. So this is the panel pant in your yarn dye fabrics only from your Bold Affinity. Now this style is going to have a full elastic band. It's going to be wider than what your floods would be. So that's that band that I think is super comfortable, a little more modern, kind of flattens out, you know, your midsection a little bit more. Nice wide leg on here, and then we created a panel at the side to just give it a nice little flare. And then the pockets, which I always love when we do something like this, the pockets go in front. So instead of creating extra width right at the side seam, you're gonna have pockets in that front off-center seam. It's a great looking pant. This is our panel pant from the Affinity in the yarn dye. And then the pant that I am wearing is our Seamly pant. So I'm not going to show it. I want you to get all of the details. Seamly pant has been a fan favorite. We have had numerous comments about how special this pant is. One of those pants you have to have in every single color. Again, keeping with the theme of a nice wider elastic waistband. These pockets we have sewn in. So again, another great white linen pant to have so you don't see those pockets. And then we've created a barrel leg. So the barrel leg is very popular. We've been doing it for a number of years, but it just gives some shape. And then, of course, a great seamly detail. So this is your seamly pant. It's going to be a little bit longer than your floods. The Throw It On, which we have in sand stripe, is one of my favorites. You can go back to see my videos last year from the Dissoleil collection. And the Delaterre. I love this. I can't have enough of them in my closet because it's just so easy and roomy, and you can just throw it on with anything and you're just the height of comfort. So you're going to find the Throw It On in the Affinity collection. It will be available in your stripe as well as your yarn dye. So again, you can create a monochromatic look of head to toe yarn dye, one colorway, or really switch it up. I love adding just this sand stripe to any of these bright collars that we have. I think it makes it so wearable and easy.
That's a really Julie top.
It is.
And
it is my top. I love it. It's a drop shoulder seam, full sleeve, super wide throughout the body. It's comfort at its highest level.
So you want to make sure that you're going back and looking at some of our other videos, specifically the one about sizing, because we do touch on what that drop shoulder means when you're actually looking for your FLAX size, so that you get an understanding of, you know, even though we measure from arm seam to arm seam, when it's a drop shoulder, that measurement's going to look very, very big on our website. You do not want to size down. You're going to want to stay with your regular FLAX size. One thing I do want to just kind of highlight, which this is a great way to see it, the yarn dye in the koi fabrication is a little bit different. This is a 3-color yarn dye, which we had to achieve to keep that vibrancy. So where the other yarn dyes in this group are going to have more of that chambray effect, where you just have the 2 colors, it's a bright and a white. This has 2 different shades of that really beautiful poppy shade that is highlighted here in the broad stripe as well, so that it stays nice and cohesive and gives the same warmth and bold effect that we were going for. So yeah.
So this is your look at Koi. This is your second fashion color that you are seeing in the Bold collection, along with its sister counterpart, the yarn dyes and the stripe, with a nice neutral of the sand stripe, and then coming back to some core, those basic neutrals, to bring your Bold look together. Next, we're going to visit the Citrine Colorway, which is bright and beautiful. And if you're a yellow person, you're a yellow person, and we've got it for you in bolds.
I'm a yellow person.
Stay tuned. So now you have seen the two fashion colorways associated with the Bold and the gorgeous dark teal, as well as the beautiful Koi, and now you have the Citrine shade given to you in, of course, the gorgeous yarn dye and the wide stripe, which are from your affinity group, and then your solid citrine from your classic Bold group. So Kate, let's talk a little bit more about some of the styles we might have missed when we were merchandising. We did say this was a large group. The styles are the most important.
So the first one out of the gate for me that I think needs to be touched on is the artistic tunic. This is really a length of garment that we know that people really like. It provides really nice coverage. This particular one really is an artistic piece. We went very wide with the hem. So it's kind of got that sort of handkerchief styling. It's got a deep slit, a soft V neckline, really good arm coverage, not just for the bra strap, but under the arm as well. So lots of flow, very full. Really like this in particular with our tapered leg pant. So we do like a wide leg, beachy linen pant. But for people that want a little bit of a slimmer silhouette, the tapered leg pant is really a great option. And it does lend itself to going underneath a tunic like this because it kind of gives that effect of like a legging. So the tapered leg pant is going to be roomy through the hip and bum. It does have your side seam pocket. This one particularly is pretty full, close to, I think, a flood pocket. It's nice and deep. Full elastic waistband, but it does have that tapered leg silhouette. Unlike the pocketed ankle pant with that full elastic band on the tapered leg pant, whereas your pocketed ankle pant that's very popular is flat through the front. The fit is a little bit different. I find that this is more of like our flood fit through the hip and bum area. That pocketed ankle pant on me does feel a little bit slimmer cut through the hip area. So you'll want to be mindful of that with your sizing choices here.
Yeah. And that proportionality is what we hear all the time from our stores. They love that tunic length. They love to have that slimmer leg. So that's great to have in bolds.
So for the yarn dye pant, we've got the Amelia there, which does go to prove that we do listen to the feedback we get on these videos, because it was on one of these videos that someone requested the Amelia pant. We're like, oh, yeah, we do like that pant. Let's bring that back. So go ahead, Jules.
Yeah, so your Amelia pant is going to be in your Bold Affinity group, and it will come in your fashion color yarn dyes. This is going to be a full-length pant with a flat front and your standard elastic band. You have pockets right into the side seam, but what I like about this pant is it's giving a good trouser effect. So it kind of narrows ever so slightly down towards the hemline, and then we have a center seam that goes straight down the center. So it's just a good looking fuller length trouser pant. Nice modern update. This is your Amelia pant in yarn dyes.
And you can see how nicely everything goes back with this citrine color, which is, again, we always kind of struggle a little bit with the presentation on different color monitors. Everyone's calibrations are a little bit different. It's a really modern kind of European yellow. It's bright, but there's just that tinge of mustard kind of tone to it that makes it very wearable. Really pretty when you get all the fabrications together, the broad stripe, the yarn dye, and then your solid. But you can see we've merchandised again back with the natural and the white, just to kind of add some more muted, neutral tones to the group, so that you get an understanding of how it's not going to just work back to what you might already have in your closet, but the other options here in Affinity. So this is a great look at the sand stripe in the Harmony jacket. Again, we're really excited for this. It's a good oversized, easy jacket piece. It's very sophisticated. It really is just a beautiful look. So you're going to want to make sure to go to the FLAX Designs website and take a look at the lookbooks, see how beautifully, we've put it together to present when we go to shows. And then eventually on Shop FLAX, you'll get the full array of every color and every fabrication. We do have the Harmony jacket again here in the yarn dye option, shown again over our Happy Gathers dress. I think the only thing left is the gem tank. Do you want to tackle that one?
Yeah, absolutely. I do wear a lot of head to toe yellow, but I do love this koi. I have so many pieces and any kind of poppy that we do. So I'm typically wearing the gem tank. The gem tank, because I love a V-neck option, So we have this great V-neck. It's not a low V-neck. It's kind of a wider V-neck, but still has great strap coverage. And we double band around that V-neck. So just a tiny little update that just makes the world of difference when you're creating a style. And then we carry that band to this bottom hemline and does have bust darts for subtle shaping. So just a great length V-neck option, and especially to where we are having like so many jackets, especially with our Harmony jacket being a V-neck. I love bringing in these V-necks to kind of coincide and layer so nicely together. So your gem tank will come in your Affinity collection for Bold and your 3 yarn dye fabrics.
So that wraps it up for our fashion colors. Now, because we know that time and time again, what you're searching for online, what you're buying in the stores is going to be basic black and white, we're going to present to you your favorite styles for the Bold collection in basic black and white. So as promised, we're taking a look at all of the favorites from Bold in just your solid black and white. We agonize over color, making sure that we offer you great shades and great tones. But we know that at the end of the day, you're going to love your basic black and your basic white. And we're guilty of that as well. Julie's in New York City. Her closet's full of black. I tend to wear everything that I eat, so I need a lot of white linen just in case I stain something accidentally and miss it. Oh, yeah. So Julie, in black, what's your number one gotta have it from Bold?
It's gotta be our Café Dress, the brand new Café Dress. It's giving everything that you love. It's giving you a short sleeve. It's giving some design detail. It's giving pockets. It's great length. It's just a stylish black linen dress to have.
Yeah, that's gotta be up there for me too.
For sure.
I think in white linen, I'm going with a new style too. I think the Peplum pullover is just really, really pretty. I like the tunic length. I like the little bit of ruffle detail, which is not necessarily always my aesthetic, but I think it's artistic and fun. And I love the citrine. This will probably come home with me, but I think the white's going to be definitely on my list too. So definitely the RSVP Tee is one that we always recommend. That t-shirt style we know you're going to want in both colors. Don't be afraid to try some fashion colors too, but make sure that whether it's on an order form for wholesale or your shopping cart for retail, you want to make sure you get this guy for sure. And then, our bottoms you really can't go wrong with. So that's it for Bold and Bold Affinity. We're really excited. These are going to be hitting the stores probably in January. And then straight through spring into early summer. So we would love to see, once you all get them home and you're styling it yourselves, how you're wearing your FLAX. And that goes for any of our collections. Feel free to tag us on Instagram, send us a direct message on Facebook, and then comment on these videos and let us know your thoughts. As you see, we definitely take your input to heart and we love hearing from you. So thank you so much for joining us. And Julie, any final words for the
Yeah, we're just really excited about spring for 2025, and especially this Bold collection because there's just so much. We're sorry to take a long time, but the good collections are the ones that you just want to have a little bit of everything. We know you can't have a little bit of everything, but we hope that we gave you the colors that are really sparking the most for you. So thank you so much for your support.
Take care. Thanks so much.